The case of a missing Houston teen has taken a disturbing turn. Police say Rudy Farias has not actually been missing for 8 years, as his mom claimed. He was 17 years old when his mom said he vanished back in 2015. But Farias told community activist Quinnell X he wasn't actually missing, that his mom had been drugging and sexually abusing him. Here's what that community activist told local news station KRIV.
I couldn't hold back the tears because of the things he was saying to us. She would ask him to play daddy. She told him that he had to be the husband. She would force him to sleep in the bed with her.
Now, Houston police in a press conference just this morning wouldn't comment on the sexual abuse allegations. They did, though, confirm that the mom lied about her son being missing and that investigators don't know where that mom is right now.
It was discovered that Rudy returned home the following day on March 8th, 2015. The mother, Janie, continued to deceive police by remaining adamant that Rudy was still missing. She alleged her nephew was the person friends and family were seeing coming and going. However, we disputed that.
All right, joining me now, attorney and legal analyst Jonna Spilbor and psychotherapist Robi Ludwig. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Jonna, I want to start with you and sort of the legal perspective here. We know that police never executed a search warrant at the house during all that time. That's shocking to me. Is it shocking to you?
Very. This whole case is actually rather bizarre, and we have to try to figure out which of it is fact and which is fiction. I mean, you have family members that are going to testify, or at least are willing to come out and say, we knew that Rudy wasn't missing. We saw, he hung out in our garage. And then the allegations against the mother with the sexual abuse, how much corroborative evidence will there be to prove that? Because without it, that's going to be a really, really tough investigation for police.
Robi, neighbors said that they saw Farias during the years that he was allegedly missing, but they were told that, no, it's not him, it's actually his cousin. Surprising how long this went on without the neighbors or really police figuring it out?
It is surprising, but when you look at sexual abuse between a mother and son, it's often very hard for people to imagine that kind of hidden type of abuse. Mothers are considered caretakers. They're idealized in our culture, so we don't really want to scratch the surface and look at other possibilities. And that's why this kind of abuse we're still trying to understand it. And I would hope that this boy, if what is allegedly being said is true, that he wouldn't be disbelieved, because that is also the problem with victims of sexual abuse, especially within families, that how do you prove that? And there hopefully will be psychologists and experts who will know the signs of those who are abused by a parent, especially between a mother and a son.
Yeah, we do want to mention again, officials in Houston not commenting on these sexual abuse allegations. Jonna, my last question for you here, if there is abuse playing a factor here, I guess talk to me about the legal repercussions. What could they face?
So here's the interesting thing. Texas has a rather short statute of limitations for a lot of offenses, sex abuse not one of them. So the investigators and prosecutors will not be up against the statute of limitations for that. They will be up against the statute of limitations for something like false imprisonment. Even kidnapping only has a 5-year statute of limitations in that state. And let's just remember one thing. This poor kid was a kid when he was reported missing, but he's been an adult for the last 7 years. So that's also going to play a factor in this. And again, this is just getting started. Very bizarre, very difficult case.
Very bizarre, something we will certainly be watching. Ladies, thanks for joining us. Thanks for your insight here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.